Hello, my name's Ethan. I'm doing my signature project on Crohn's disease. So, this is a inflammatory bowel disease. It is a very rare disease. It only happens to about 200,000 people per year. Um, let's see. There is no real known cause for this disease. It is thought to be either genetic or immune system disease. There are other things that we think that it causes it, like we think bacteria or pathogen like has to get into the gastrointestinal tract, and from there it pierces through the epithelium wall and causes it to go haywire in there. Um, Artificial intelligence is around, so we're able to use that to help pinpoint, like to look at like skin and see if it's actually Crohn's disease based on past pictures. So the demographics. The people that are more likely to contract this disease are Eastern European or the Ashkenazi Jewish people, Caucasian people, and Black people that here in North America and the UK. Middle Eastern people that migrated here to the US are also most likely, like they have a high chance of getting it too. So the place that Crohn's is like most common in is in Europe. So Norway has about 505 people per 100,000. Germany is 322 per 100,000. The US is about 286 per 100,000 people. And Canada actually has 319 per 100,000 people. So the anatomy. So Crohn's disease affects all of the organs that are in the gastrointestinal tract. So it affects basically everything from the mouth all the way down to the anus. So it could be your mouth, your esophagus, your stomach, your large intestine, your colon, or your large intestine or your colon, your small intestine, your anus or your rectum, and your pancreas and your liver are also affected. This most commonly affects the small intestine and the large intestine. So, physiology and the symptoms. So the symptoms for this disease are pain, like in your lower right quadrant down over here, bloating, extreme diarrhea, which can have blood or mucus in it, weight loss is really like a big one, fever and anemia also as well. Severe cases of this can include cutaneous fistulas and perianal abscesses, which look nasty. I didn't want to put pictures. This disease is most likely not fatal. I mean, it just kind of makes you use the restroom a lot. So Crohn's is like a dysfunctional or unregulated response in the gastrointestinal tract. So what it does is the macrophages become way too high, causing so much destruction throughout throughout the cells in your GI. Too much of the proteases, the platelet activating factors, and the free radicals get released, like when so a pathogen enters your epithelial barrier, and your immune system triggers it, sees it, and it releases way too many of these three right here. Because it releases too many of those, it causes it to break down your cells, your intestinal cells. Here, this is a better one. So these microbes right here pierce through the mucous membrane and in through your epithelium, and as soon as they get in here, your immune cells go haywire and they release those three macrophages like crazy, and that causes ulcers because it's uncontrolled, it's way too much, and it causes to break down your skin. So this can be diagnosed through blood tests, stool samples, and other different tests, like when they're testing for things like liver disease or tuberculosis. You can also get this through colonoscopies, capsule endoscopies, MRIs and CT scans as well, and balloon-assisted enteroscopy. This is an uncurable disease. It's chronic, so there are only things that you can do to treat it, like make it a little less. So most treatments aren't the same for everyone. Some people have it different. Some people can take, like, say, anti-inflammatories or like anti-diarrheal, and they'll be a little better, versus some people have it more severe. Different medications like different corticosteroids such as prednisone and budesonide. Those are two that help. Other regular antibiotics such as Flagyl or Cipro, which is Flagyl is metronidazole and Cipro is ciprofloxacin. Other OTCs and antidiarrheal medications are also like recommended for that, like OTCs by Tylenol or simethicone. Those are really good ones. And then here are my references.